Ladies and gentlemen, welcome to another episode on C Podcast. I'm delighted to welcome Mr. Sachinn Desai, who is the director of SAARC countries for Dingli, operations based out of India. Mr. Sachinn Desai has been on our show, so I would like to welcome you back onto the show again to have a conversation specifically about the Excon 2023. So unlike the previous times, I understand this time you are participating as Dingli in Excon 2023. So take us through your plans for 2023 Excon.
Thank you once again for having me as a part of your podcast. So it was interesting and exciting last time. I'm sure it's multifold this time too. Our plans with related to Excon for Dingli is this time we have participated as Dingli as a brand directly, and we have one of the largest outdoor stalls so that our customers experience what Dingli is as a brand majorly, and the range of product that will be visible for the customer to also use and feel the difference in the products that Dingli offers to our customers. So we are based at an outdoor stall, OD7. So I would also take this opportunity to invite each one of our customers who will also be a part of us and making it a very, very special event.
Okay, excellent. So how many machines are we expecting on the display during this exhibition?
As you know, Dingli has a very, very wide range of products and solutions with the state-of-art technology. We have roughly about 167 plus models at each working range as a requirement for the customer. To make it more accessible and to make it more understandable to our customers who use these products, we have only displayed 15 plus models that will actually give an idea to the customer on the complete range of these machines.
Okay, and those 15 models will be divided into different categories, because I understand you are into different segments of products like the scissor lifts and different categories. So would you like to just give a idea about what category of product you're going to display as well?
Yes, these 15 plus models are spread across the three verticals that we have, the boom lifts, scissor lifts, as well as the vertical lifts. And interestingly, we will also be exhibiting our oil-free range. We have that in our portfolio for some time, but yes, we would like to emphasize on this solution through Excon, because it's very important to understand how we are working towards safety of our customers in different working environments.
Okay. So when you say oil-free range, would you like to explain a little more about how it is beneficial and how it is different from the regular products?
Yeah, oil-free range, we mean, as the word is self-explanatory, that there are no hydraulic oils or any engine oils that are used, any kind of oil, to be very precise, used in these machines. These run on a special arrangement, on a technology which eliminates the oil because it does not have any kind of an hydraulics or any other movable parts that require engines to operate. So this makes it useful in industries that are very particular about human safety, and the environment working inside requires so. And also as an advantage where we always promise our customers on increasing the operational profitability, the usage of oil completely reduces the maintenance costs in terms of the expenditure for oils as well as the movable parts. So it makes it a more viable solution for our customers. We have in a limited range of high working heights as of now, but yes, eventually contributing to the industry, we will improve and we'll include it into many more models that makes it more cost effective for people using these in their respective sites.
Okay. And you mentioned about three different product lines which are going to be on display. Going little specifically about these products and any specific new product which you are going to display during this Excon. Can you just explain that?
Yes. As I mentioned, we already have a large range of solutions,
Mm.
which it's important for us and also the customers to be educated on the right products to choose. So we will be using this opportunity not to introduce anything that is new as such, but yes, we will also take this opportunity to educate our customers on the kind of range that Dingli offers to help them make the right decision to pick the right product for their right need and application. Range will be the showstopper for us.
I'm sorry.
As I mentioned, the oil-free range will be
Right.
the showstopper for us.
Okay. And in terms of your participation uh, across your Indian operation as well as SAARC operation, are you expecting your dealers also to participate in this?
Yes, our dealers are our extended arms. They've been extensively cooperating in helping us build business in India. So along with the complete team of Dingli, we will also have our 25 dealers across SAARC countries to be present. Invitations have been sent to each one of them, and we've made arrangements so that we have them there because they're also our spokesperson to help our customers make the right decisions.
With respect to the specific target audience, um, I know for you probably it is a great opportunity to really garner the new customers into your fold. So what specific action you have taken in terms of attracting the right kind of customers to your stall, and proactively what actions you have taken on this front as a preparation?
Okay, it's an interesting question. If you consider the aerial work platform industry, it's currently nascent in India. We
Mm.
had this discussion earlier as well, but I would like to again elaborate and emphasize saying that this industry is currently nascent in India because with the increasing interests and increasing emphasis on making safer environments, making it very healthy, and making it very comprehensive for customers to work in these environments, there is a large scope and potential that is still untapped in the
Mm.
Indian as well as the SAARC countries context.
Mm.
So our intent during Excon is to make customers understand where their need is and where they're not aware of it. We are
Mm.
currently dealing with two kinds of customer segments, which is completely aware of the industry, who in depth know the know-how of how these machines work, whereas there's also an equally important segment of customers who really need to know that these machines are the future for safer environments. So we have taken many measures to attract customers to our stall to understand why it is important, and we want to create that customer experience that helps them know how these products are applicable and used for them.
Okay, so the opportunity is actually more like educating the customers who probably are potential customers who are not aware as to how your products can be used, and use the platform in terms of really showcasing, as well as you mentioned earlier that there will be opportunity for the customers to touch and feel and probably to some extent operate also in a limited manner.
Yes. So it's very important for us, for our customers also to understand that we have the state of the art technology being brought in. We are working hand in hand with our counterpart of Dingli Global team to make it a product for the Indian hearts.
Mm.
So it's important for our customers also to know that these are just not global products that are brought into India and we are talking about a big brand, but it is also important for us to communicate to our customers that it is made for the Indian context, where environments are slightly different and kindly catching up with big markets like the US and Europe. So these are products that are equally made compatible for the Indian context and the Indian environments where our customers are extensively working.
So what you're saying is that your machines are customized to the Indian requirement, though it is still, I think, fully built machines which are coming right into the Indian market.
Yeah, I wouldn't call it customized because we haven't made any customization changes to the product, but the quality is made such that it is also applicable and can be kept very closest to the Indian requirements. So it will perform, the machines will perform the same way that our end users like the contractors or our customers want it to perform. Very robust and still made for those hard-working environments where it needs to perform.
And since this is an opportunity where you can actually penetrate into the existing customer base where other products are being used, so are you also planning to launch some specific schemes for the existing customers?
Yes. On this platform, I would like to say that we've planned for some extensive customer experience that we will create at our stall. But however, certain schemes and our thanksgiving to our customers will be decided and announced at the stall. So we would like to keep it a little bit of a surprise. So I would request our customers to stay tuned for some good customer experience that we are assuring them of.
So in terms of customer experience, when you say customer experience, it is with respect to how they can utilize the machines in different applications. And also, is it also with respect to how their utilization of the machine once they procure it, in terms of whether they would like to procure it as a full purchase, or they would go through a rental route and things like that. So is there any such plans? Because as far as this particular market is concerned right now in India, I think it is still a rental driven solution as of now. In terms of purchases, the penetration levels are still very low. I mean, that is my understanding, but please correct me if I'm wrong. So how do you want to address that? Would you like to focus more on penetrating onto procurement by direct customers, or you would like to push on the rental front as well, where already there is certain base of machines which are available with the rental players, and they have the access to the end customers. I mean, they have that advantage in terms of end customer being available. So what is the approach for you?
For Dingli as a focus, both go hand in hand. Both, I mean, the rental as well as the end customer who intends to purchase these machines for their utility. Rental industry is a self-sustainable industry in itself. They have their own business models. The kind of customer engagement and user interface that they have is very, very strong. But also there is an important market which I mentioned, where most customers are still know their need, but do not know that there is a solution to that in the market, is also our priority. So it's a little difficult for me to actually prioritize on either one of them. Sorry. So we prioritize both, where we talk about elevating the aerial work platform industry, which is also growing in terms of procuring the products for themselves. We also support the rental industry in their businesses. But having said this, few things don't change, is the extensive customer support that we have to offer, the regular spare parts and requirement that these customers will have that needs to be addressed quickly. We also assure a 95% uptime of these products during breakdown. We are also focusing on extensively training our customers on how to use these machines. And most importantly, the last thing, but the most important thing for us will be to educate the customer to make a right choice.
When you say training, you mean the operators who have to be trained on the product?
Yes, it could be the operators also to be trained on the product, which is about how to use the product. But there's also an important aspect to it. How do we increase the life expectancy of these machines?
So and also get the maximum out of it from the productivity side.
Right. So that's where I mentioned the term called operational profitability.
Okay.
So it's very important for us to significantly increase that through extensive training and customer knowledge, which will, I think, set us apart with our customers and create that customer experience.
So when it comes to the Indian market, I mean, what is your sense of how things have been in terms of the unit numbers for this calendar year 2023 so far?
Considering the last year when we started the operations, this year has been an enormous growth for us. Roughly, I should say about 70-80% increase in sales. So both together, rental as well as the user experience. So where we spoke about 200 plus units last year, we've already touched 300, 350 plus this year.
Okay, so that is with respect to the Dingli numbers. Yes. How is the industry doing?
Industry as well is doing really, really well. With the kind of infrastructure boom requirements that have come in, also the emphasis on safety, the requirement of new machines that are being added to the fleets by the rental companies, who now know that there is going to be a requirement in the market, are now gearing up with machines in their fleet. And also end customers have now understood that for their applications inside and indoor, where it is more required for industries that have been working with safer environments and emphasis on that, have also started procuring these. So we see an enormous growth in the next 2 years to come.
Okay. So would you like to give a sense in terms of overall number of the industry this year, this financial year or calendar year?
We currently are relying only on the import duty reports that are being generated. So considering that, we should have roughly about 600 plus units that have been imported into India. I'm talking only about the new machines.
Right.
Again, it's a different topic in itself on the used machines also coming in through the same route.
Yes, yes. Yeah, I know this is a segment which will continue to bring some used equipment also. But so what you're saying is for the calendar year 2023, so far, all the imports into the Indian market where Dingli is also operating, the number has been about 600, 650.
Yes.
Okay. And out
so
of which
far, till date,
you have clocked around 350.
Yes.
Okay. So which is very good. I think you're clocking at almost a 50% market.
Yes, almost. Our range has almost been quarter-wise up to from 46% to 50% of the market share. That's
fantastic. And what happens to the domestic players? Because there are domestic players also, no? Some of them.
Yes, now it is going to get interesting as we move further, because it is the need of the industry where if the industry has to go, there has to be players from every country, every segment that needs to participate and contribute to the industry. Yes, we do have some Indian made manufacturers who are currently putting in their efforts to develop the industry.
So what is the domestic number in terms of Indian made machines also getting sold into the Indian market?
Again, Indian made machines is again will require a little more bifurcation, because there are companies and manufacturers like JCB who are currently manufacturing in India too. Okay, so considering that, should be roughly about 200 to 300 machines that have been sold in India yet.
Oh, okay. So, which means that the AWPs by and large is still depending on a largely import-based sourcing.
Yes, that's predominantly because of the certifications and the industry standards that have been set globally.
Okay.
I'm sure many Indian players or many domestic players will catch up to it soon, but it requires some effort which needs to be appreciated and taken into account that it will take some time for them to reach there. But I'm sure the days are not far. It will happen at the earliest. When I'm talking about standards, it could be the EN 280 standards on which these equipments are built. Also, compliance in major countries where it's to be a global player has to be also be applicable, like the CE and the ANSI. So every industry has its different standards in countries. So adhering to it and getting products made according to it needs a lot of effort, and I'm sure there are players who are working towards it.
And what's the sense of the overall global market numbers for 2023?
So again, I would like to say it, or I would like to put across a point here, is that this industry is currently at a very, it's on a very high growth rate stage, where even major developing markets have shown significant growth in terms of the sales volumes and numbers.
Okay.
So now it becomes important for every player to be capable of supplying on time, the delivery lead times, the kind of quality that needs to be adhered to, and makes it very, very competitive globally too.
So since the last time we spoke, after that, I think you have made a lot of progress in terms of setting up a lot of your new dealerships. And I'm sure there has been major wins also in the last 10, 12 months. So would you like to share some of it?
Yes, the major wins for us is extending our dealer partners network. So that's a big key win for us, where we have many, many more people joining us whom we can support in terms of helping them build business. We've also now started selling to major clients who understand that Dingli is also a brand. Now we have a chance to also represent ourselves. So another key important event that has happened recently is that we've appointed our dealers in Sri Lanka and Bangladesh, also Maldives. So we are now beginning to sell products there. India has been very promising. So I'm very, very hopeful that it will continue to be promising, where we have many, many more dealers across different customer segments that are joining hands with us. And we are happy.
How many dealers have joined so far in the Indian operation for India right now, geographically?
We have 25 as on today.
Okay. And what is your anticipation? I mean, or rather, what is your plan in terms of adding these numbers?
The plan is to be at 40 active working dealers by the end of the financial year.
Oh, that's quite a bit of task left.
Yes.
Okay.
Yes. So that's the ambition. But yes, I'm hopeful we are in the right direction and cruising towards getting it done.
Fantastic. I'm sure it would be a great opportunity for you to not just garner good number of customers during Excon, but also good opportunity for you probably to also showcase to potential dealers from across India,
Yes.
because I think what is expected is about 80,000 plus business visitors in the next during the Excon days. I'm sure it would be a good opportunity for you to showcase to your potential dealers as well as much as to customers.
Absolutely.
Okay, good. And you were mentioning about the new brand which also is getting distributed through your network. So would you like to share more details about it?
Yes. I would like to take this opportunity to also to tell our listeners that we are introducing our German counterpart brand called Teupen, spelt to make it easier for our customers to understand as TEUPEN, which is a German brand where Dingli also has a stake in the company. So we are bringing it to India. We're introducing it to India under the Dingli AWP India umbrella, who specializes in spider lifts, and it is a sub-segment in the aerial work platform industry itself. So again, highly competitive, very robustly made, high technology products, bringing it closer to our Indian customers.
Great. I think the plan looks very good and very strong, and you're sounding more confident than what we spoke about a year back. So
Yes.
I'm wishing all of you a lot of success, and also looking forward to meeting you in person during Excon days, and wishing you a lot of success, lot of good work for Excon 2023.
Thank you, sir. And I would also like to take this opportunity to wish all our listeners a happy new year and a great new year next of 2024. And we look forward to strive very hard to meet and match their expectations. So thank you again for inviting me on your podcast.